Welcome back to the orientation and the introduction of Vision 2025. I am the presenter, Dr. Tulipo Mwenfumbo. I said the next what we are going to talk about today is we are going to talk about program justification. What makes Vision 2025 to be unique and different from other programs? This program, Vision 2025, is aimed at mitigating the challenges of absolute poverty facing our communities by developing scientifically based practical measures in job creation, poverty alleviation, and micro-industrialization of communities. So when we look at the implementation of Vision 2025 projects, we are taking what is called scientific based practical measures. When we talk about scientific based, we are talking about something that has been tested and something that can be done. And also, we are not just assuming, but we took much research wanting to know what has to be done and why is it that projects don't work out in Africa. So it will be very foolish for us to continue making the same mistakes that have been made in the implementation of the program. And one of the things that we looked at was not to take this program as an NGO or as a donor-funded program. So this is achieved through capacity building of cooperative enterprises and mind change of stakeholders through training and education. So we took capacity building and also training and education to be the major thing in the implementation of this project. Now, what is the project's sustainability? How do we ensure that this project is sustained? Programs self-sustainable, like Vision 2025 programs, are self-sustaining and not indefinite, dependent on grants. So when we talk about self-sustaining and not indefinitely dependent on grants, this project is designed, or this program is designed to be self-sustained and should be able to contribute more than 50% of national GDP. The concept of cooperative enterprises enforces sustainability of projects through profit making. So we can only deliver, we can only work out poverty by creating the sustainable projects. What is the difference between this project and the other projects that has been running in Africa or in Zambia in particular? The difference, in accordance to the discoveries in our research, and also the research that Dr. Tulipo Mwenfumbo took on his thesis. Some of the reasons why empowerment projects fail in Africa are as follows. Number one, no beggar can be rich. Africa has been designed or have been made to depend on donor funds. So dependence on donor funding and grants will never deliver us from poverty. The other thing that was identified and which should be avoided in this project is there have been no accountability in the empowerment funding. When we say accountability, we are talking about the structures. Life is about creating structures that are going to be like in monitoring and evaluation. Now, most of the projects have been funded or given to the organizations, and the organization is the one that should be able to use the funds. Now, when you are talking about an organization it's an entity, is a person on its own. So anything that is the misappropriation of the leaders of that particular organization, let's say a cooperative, when the leadership squanders the money, they are not accountable. Why are they not accountable? Because they are part of the organization. They are the ones that are running the organization. So in this, Vision 2025 has separated. What needs to be done is to separate between the owners of the project and the workers. So the workers has to work as workers, and the owners of the project should not interfere the running of the projects. So no emphasis on professionalism in the implementation of empowerment projects. You'd find that here are the people, here is the cooperative, they want to start running up a poultry farm. So what they'll do is that they are going to ask for money from donors, and they are going to be funded for that. And they feel that they'll feel that for them to succeed, they need to they'll need to, for them to succeed, they'll not even consider the professionalism. So you'd find that lay people are the ones that are going to be running the poultry. Hence, you'd find that the production is not going to be up to date. The other thing that we looked at was the lack of management skills in leadership. So one thing we have to know is that the board and the management are the reason of the success of the organization. But in most of these social economical projects, you will find that that is not much emphasized. So finding organization with no qualified staff to handle the businesses. Then the other thing that was looked at, no proper and separated structure in the running of cooperatives businesses. The members, the board, the management, and the workers were, there is no distinction. So when you look at the private limited company and at the public limited company, the reason why they succeed, it is because of separation of powers, or separation in the running of the projects. So what should we do as Vision 2025 in order for Vision 2025 to succeed? Some strategies have been put in the implementation of the projects or in the projects that Vision 2025 is overseeing. Number one, cooperative members and shareholders shall hold in trust of all money as shares in the business, of which funding of projects should never be grants but loans, so that each member is accountable to his investment. No unprofessional people should run the projects or businesses. All managers of the projects and businesses should be professional, and also trained people are the only ones that should be running the projects. Each project or business should have the core management, which is the production, the marketing, and also the accounting. So those are some of the things that that Vision 2025 looks at when running the projects that are under Vision